Hello guys, and welcome to another Carsexposed video. Today, a new tool day and a little update. So, until now, I've used, this is my first scan tool that I have. The MaxiCOM is a Hotel MS509. And then I've got this second one here, which is to do the electronic parking brake. Is also a Hotel MaxiCOM EST201, which is great for Volkswagens. And they have I did have a Volkswagen Passat back in 2005, and it had electronic parking brake. And then the ones that you guys are used to is the Delphi GS150. I've been looking for a while for another scan tool, and I decided to go all in. So I'm gonna show you. You probably by the title know what it is now, but I just purchased a Hotel MaxiCOM MK908 Pro. So let's go ahead and take a look. Alright, so here we have it. The Hotel MaxiCOM MK908 Pro. It seems to be, I don't have too much information about it, but looking online, it seems to be exactly like the MS908 Pro. It comes with a J box 2534, then another few connections. It came with the camera as a gift, so we've got the camera as well. And then this side, some adapters here. So we've got a LAN cable. Not really sure what this is. It's a charger with a cigarette lighter connection, and then a USB. And then the other side we have a few connections here, OBD port. And the one that is missing here, just sorry, I've got a Volkswagen Audi missing, and a Mercedes-Benz 14P, I believe, 14P, I believe, missing. But we've got the BMW, Chrysler, GM, Nissan, Kia, PSA, Fiat, Honda. The other Mercedes-Benz connection, Volkswagen Audi, and sorry, it's not Volkswagen Audi that is missing. It's a Shanghai 3-pin. I don't know what this one is, but seems to be like a Chinese make. Then a Mitsubishi and a Hyundai. So that's what comes in a box. So I decided to go all in and get the Hotel. This is a 2019 new tool. Already turned it on before and updated it. And one of the frustrations with the, let's try to get rid of the glare. So one of the frustrations with my Delphi is this Renault Megane that I have, I cannot connect to it, and I just broke it out actually. So it's gonna be a good car to start to demonstrate what this tool can do, at least with this car, to pull some codes. I might have some codes. I know what the problem is now already, and here we are, diagnostic there. So let's go ahead, plug into this Megane and pull some codes. Alright, so connected the J box. Let's put the ignition on. Then we should have a green light when it gets connected. So that's it. So let's go ahead, do an auto detect the VIN. So this is a Renault European. So it managed to read the VIN. I have no codes on the dash. Ah, no, I do have one code there for the passenger airbag off. I can change that on the side here. Let's change that again. Okay, so I have no codes. Okay, I do have a problem with this car. So diagnosis, auto scan. Alright, I don't want to scan the radio, so that's fine. Alright, so 10 modules, just finished scanning. I'll probably put the time on the screen, how long it took to scan those 10 modules, but we do have some faults, as you can see. And I believe they are going to be all to do with voltage low. Let's read this one. No detected, full codes not detected. Oh, interesting. Should I press on the right one? ABS. Oh yeah, it's passed. So they are going to be something to do with voltage, because the problem that we're having with this car, the auxiliary belt snapped. So my partner with this taxi here, there you go, alternator, internal electronic fault, stop and start module circuit invalid. You can clear all that. Let's erase the codes. Ignition wasn't on, maybe that's why. Let's deleted successfully. Yeah, my partner in the taxi was coming back from Heathrow in London. About 70 miles away, he had a message saying a charging system fault. Drove back about 70 miles. The car never stopped. Drove here about 11 o'clock last night. He phoned me, checked the car, and the auxiliary belt snapped. Probably that's one of the advantages to have a diesel car in that instance. If it was unleaded car, probably wouldn't be able to make it back. He turned everything off in the car, radio, everything, so he managed to drive it back. And the car actually, it starts now. You can see the voltage there, 1178. I'll start the car actually starts and everything, 10 volts. See, it's not charging at the moment, so we're probably gonna have a message in a minute. There you go, battery charging faults, stop, voltage 1150. Right, so regarding the MaxiCOM MK908 P, seems to be a great tool. It connected to this car. Finally, I'm able to work on my own car. No full codes now. Let's just see, for example, injection. Let's see what other options we have rather than just erase codes and stuff like that. Let's see what special functions it will have. The ignition is not on, sorry about that. Let's go. Put the ignition on again. So ECU information. Just gonna go through this module. So it gives the VIN, the codes for the injectors, the version for, I believe that will be the program of the ECU. Our program number is over there. That's probably the software number, I believe so. Anyway, let's go back. So read codes, live data. Not gonna have anything now, but let's see all signals. So we've got a bunch of stuff. That's what I'm looking forward to. Have so much more information, live data information, comparing to the Delphi. So boost pressure, the Delphi has a really limited amount of information. So yeah, loads of stuff. So let's go back. Parameter status, active test. So that is the stuff that you can activate with this car. Don't have any other page for this. Let's try fuel pump, see if we can hear anything. And also, you're gonna see, I already did a video with this, and when you activate something like the fuel pump, you also have all the information that you can check while you're activating something. So just activate the pump, okay, as you can see in progress, activated it, and you can keep the eye on something else that might affect whatever components you are activating. You can actually keep the eye on other stuff as well at the same time, which is nice. Special functions, so you can write the VIN, fuel supply prevention, number of starting, configuration, erase. So that's the special functions that we have. Let's go back. Okay, no faults, that's good. So there you go, guys, that's a little demonstration of this new tool. I'm really happy that I have it. It's gonna help me a lot to be a little bit more precise with the diagnostics and diagnosing stuff. And as you can see, there's a bunch of cars here, and although it's a lot of money for a tool, and I'm only you know, a guy that I'm not professional or anything, that just likes to work on cars, but you know, you spend your money in the things that give you pleasure. So this is a great addition to the tools that I have. Let's show this first screen here as well. I have the services there. Oop, already selected something. So oil reset, electronic parking brake, tire pressure monitor system, battery monitoring system. You can break the ABS, I guess, brake bleed, DPF, IMO keys as well. So immobilizer keys, you can do some programming there. Injectors, a SAS, a suspension. I guess that will be with air suspension, throttle, learning. So yeah, seats, odometer, you can change the language, headlamps. There's a bunch of stuff here that you can do adaptation, transmission there. So that's really handy. Let's go back, got others as well. So I don't have any other stuff to connect to that. Shop manager and data manager, I haven't set it up anything yet. I've done all the updates so far, and then you have a digital inspection. So the camera that I show you, I can connect to the scan tool and inspect stuff. That will be this one, so it's not connected at the minute. And then the MaxiScope. So if I want to buy the scope, you can also connect the scope to it. Okay. Which I'm actually planning to do that. All right, guys, so that's a quick demonstration of the MaxiCOM MK908 I don't have much information, but I know the screen is a little bit bigger, have a little bit more memory. The processor is a hex core processor, so it should be a little bit faster. The battery at the back is removable, so if you ever have a problem with the battery, you can actually remove the battery here. Okay, so you can remove the cover, and that's your battery there. That's a 15,000 milliamps battery, so that's good. That should last a little bit longer than the MS908. It's literally basically the same tool, to be honest, but with a few upgrades. I don't know if they're gonna end up discontinuing the MS908, but that's few change. The Android software is a different one as well. So yeah, expect more videos with it. You know, the J box also is a good addition. And that's it. That's the first look on this tool, and more videos to come. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe. If you have any comments, just leave it below, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.